and gentlemen, welcome to the post-game press conference for this second EuroBasket 2022 quarterfinal game between Germany and Greece. Final score 107-96. Germany advanced to the semifinals of the competition. For the first part of this press conference, we are joined by Yanoulis Larenzakis and head coach Dimitris Itoudis of Greece. Yanoulis, could you please share your thoughts on the game?
Good evening, guys. I don't have a lot of words. We are very disappointed. We didn't stop the Germany rhythm of the offense. They scored 107 points. Very good percentage from the three-point line. And I think it was our big problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Coach, could you also give an opening statement?
Well, first, good evening. Thank you for being such a number over here. Second of all, congratulations to Germany. They deserve to win. They were a better team. I would say that we were just chasing a lot of times, especially due to the fact that they were shooting the ball pretty good, extremely good, I would say. Wagner and Obst combined, they made 10 out of 14 three-pointers. And we were giving them the confidence from the beginning. We found a way. We fought like lions out there, the players, and we managed to find a way to come back to the game and actually take the lead with this amazing shot of the closure of the halftime. Obviously, that third quarter hurt us a lot. We were not making shots just to build our confidence and try to win it probably offensively, that game, because it was a high-paced game in the first half. So in the third quarter, we were not making shots, not due to with all the respect to Germany, to their good defense, which it was evidently as well, but we were missing layups, open looks, and free throws. That was combined, and let's say all together, it came at that moment on the third quarter, and the 26-10, it hurt us a lot. I would like, though, here to say a big congratulations also to my players, to my team. As I said to them, you know, in life, there's tough moments, and you need to get up when you're falling. And that was something that it was a man fight out there, and Germany was better. That's why I congratulate them. But it's just the beginning, and we need to get some great lessons out of that. Each and every individual. Obviously, whatever blame goes to the strategy and everything, I take it in front of you and publicly in front of my players. And moreover, I would like to say that we really enjoy the ride. We really enjoy the journey. I think that we made a lot of people proud on the way that this team performs. We wanted to go more, but it didn't happen this time. Thank you so much. Last but not least, it's great to see such numbers of Greek fans and, of course, German fans in general. As I said, that's a great atmosphere. Worldwide, though, I think that talking about my nation and my people, they're proud on this team. We managed to brought again basketball in the highest let's say level, not to reach the gold, but as I said, probably as President said, and I would agree with him 100%, the gold is this, that people trust this team and people believe in that team. So congratulations to them also that they have paid tickets to fly over, or those that they live here in Germany, to come and support the team. Thank you so much from our heart, and I'm talking on behalf of everybody.
Thank you. We can now take a couple questions from the media. Unfortunately, as we are running late, we'll ask you to ask the remaining questions in the mix zone. So are there any English questions?
So if we can go with Larry so he can leave. So whatever questions is for the player, if you don't have questions for the player, so allow him to go to take a shower. And
so let's take one question for the player, then a couple questions for coach.
Good night, Jose Ramon Albate, Basel TV from Spain. Three-pointer was the main thing in this game, and you, for as long as I see in this tournament, were the biggest asset on the team for the three-pointer. How was that for you? How was for you to face that kind of three-pointers? I think was 15 or 8 for sure in the first quarter. How tough, how difficult was for you to beat that in that sense? Thanks.
They score 17 3 points. Okay, they play in the home court. They feel the game. They start the game very well, and after it was very difficult for us to match up this 3 point and the energy. That's why.
Thank you. I think we can let Giannulis go back to the locker room and take questions for Coach. There is a question for Coach here.
Yep.
Coach, hello, David Hein with FIBA. Just looking a little bit bigger picture here, what do you think about Germany as an emerging basketball nation, hosting now for a second time and now reaching the semifinals and, more players going into the NBA. Just your thoughts about Germany as a rising and emerging country in basketball.
Well, a lot of credits to Germany. A lot of credits to the players that even they play EuroLeague, Champions League, or they play NBA. As you can see, Wagner had an injury, but he got an injection to help his country. That says a lot about the culture, about the habits, and I have only to say the best for them, for their coaching staff, the organization, and the way they fight. So I think that's a good way to give a living example for all of us that we're staying close to national teams and we want to achieve something as a nation and as a national team.
Thank you. We'll take one more question here, then I'll invite you to head to the mix zone. Thank you. It's working. Just
it's working? Okay.
Yes.
You said the team didn't reach the goal. After all, which was the goal of that team?
Winning this game. There is no other future. We wanted to win that game, and whatever comes after that is a semifinal. And in the semifinal, whatever it is, but that's the real goal. We wanted to win that game. Obviously, we had expectations. When you get in the tournament and you have certain qualities, you have expectations, but the expectations need to you need to meet the expectations actually day by day, practice by practice, and game by game. We're here now, and this is why I said that this is the beginning of the journey, is because now we want to have players healthy. They need to go back now to their teams, being healthy, win with their teams, and return back to the national team and help the national team in several other ways. In order to create habits, you need to have people. There are many other organizations that they've been together longer, and they create good habits. The players, they play together more, and they create habits. I'm not saying that that's the outcome of today's game. I'm not trying to justify the loss. Just don't get me wrong. I'm trying to get deeper, and what we're trying to create is habits. So, yeah, the goal of this team tonight, it didn't went our way. There are reasons for that in a basketball way, but we can become better.
Thank you very much, Coach. This concludes the first part of the press conference. Again, if you have questions for Coach, I invite you to exit through the back door and meet Coach in the mix zone if he has time, obviously. Thank you.
Yeah, tell me where I have to go.
Just in the mix. Welcome back to the post-game press conference for this EuroBasket 2022 quarterfinal game between Germany and Greece. Final score 107-96. Germany will face Spain in the semifinals of the competition. In this second part, we're joined by Franz Wagner and head coach Gordon Herbert of Team Germany. Franz, first, you're in the semifinals of EuroBasket at home. Could you please share your thoughts on the game and your team's performance tonight?
Yeah, it was a really physical game. Obviously, a lot of points all throughout the game. I think we found our rhythm really early, and I think we did a way better job collectively, guarding them in the second half. And then after that, I think we made our run.
Thank you, Coach. Could we also have an opinion statement from you?
Yeah, I thought offensively we were pretty good for 40 minutes. I thought the real key was the second half, especially the first 15 minutes of the second half with our defense. We got our defense in transition better. We rebounded the ball better. I thought those were huge keys, and give a lot of credit to the players. They came out of that locker room after the first half on a mission.
Thank you. We can now take the questions from the media. First, the questions in English, and again, after the questions in German.
Thank you very much. Emmett Ryan from Ball in Europe, but a question for Franz. Franz, you were raining threes out there tonight, but there was one that stood out to a lot of us in the press section where you stared Giannis in the eye and just put one right over him. Have you played ever at this level of confidence before, or what's driving you out there?
Confidence is a big key, I think, for playing basketball. But in that moment, you're not really thinking. I think, at least I'm not really. I'm just, trying to make a play. Luckily, it went in, and I think there's so many more plays that aren't shown everywhere that win these type of games. So, boxing out, rebounding, guarding, as a collective group, and I think those are just as important as making shots.
Thank you. Next question.
Thank you. Congratulations. This question goes to both of you. Beside reaching the semifinals, beside having the chance of winning a medal or even the title now, is there anything you achieved for basketball in Germany? Can you describe that?
It's tough to answer. I don't know. Hopefully, I think that's should be one of the goals, and hopefully we can get closer to that. That young kids grow up in Germany and want to play basketball, and in all of Europe. I think obviously soccer is very popular, but I think a lot of people like to watch basketball, and I think only through tournaments like this where you can see how much fun basketball is. You can kind of bring it to your country a little bit more, and hopefully we see it a little bit more in free TV here in Europe. I think that's a big key for for people to actually watch and get into basketball. So hopefully we can start something.
Thank you. Next question there.
Coach, this is for David Hein with FIBA. In the first round, you said we have a chance to put Germany on the map this summer with this EuroBasket in Germany. Maybe just your thoughts about updating that quote, and maybe just your thoughts about what this means, big picture wise. I know you guys aren't done yet, but just where we are now.
Yeah, I think this answers your question too a little bit. I think this is unbelievable for German basketball. The way this team, the way these players have performed on their home soil up to now. I think the way they've played, the way we've played, people can relate to them. They see an identity. And that the identity is one thing we set out to establish right away. And I think this, obviously we got 2 more games. We said right from the get-go, I think I said in October, our goal was to win a medal, in EuroBasket. People looked at me, I was a little bit crazy back then. But that's still what we're looking for.
Thank you. Next question here in the middle. Can we give him a microphone, please?
So, Coach, today I had a feeling that this was kind of a wave of euphoria which was building up over the day. First, the news came out that France was able to play, then that the game was shown on free TV with Nowitzki as an expert. Did you felt anything about that, or had you totally blocked it out?
No, I mean, France has been out for 3 days. You know, he just did a little bit this morning. Give him a lot of credit. I mean, first of all, we had Dennis Schroeder with an injury, Daniel Theis, now France. I think that says a lot about these players. They're coming back and playing when hurt. I think that says a lot about this team.
Thank you. Next question there.
Jonas Miklovas, basketnews.com. Coach, that was the third time your team scored over 100 points. Overall, there are 5 teams scoring more than 19 points per game. This is unprecedented numbers in EuroBasket. Do you have any thoughts why it could be that scoring is on a rise in this EuroBasket?
I think it's our 3rd time over 100 in EuroBasket. We got some really good players. I mean, I think you know, we have some extremely talented players, and I think people are starting to realize that.
Thank you. Next question.
Good night, José Ramón Alba, de Basel CB. One question for each other, for Coach. You are going to face Spain in semifinals, a team that already won, Finland, that it's a team that have a similar style like you, let's say, a lot of three-pointers, big, good guys, and Spanish try to defend it well and achieve it. How is that for you, and how is the goal to beat Spain that made also records through this tournament? And for you, France, this EuroBasket could be like your biggest games on European stage. I remember for you being in 2019 in the Euro Cup final here with Alba Berlin against Valencia Basket. You had a small role in a smaller tournament, let's say, and you are here in a bigger tournament like is this EuroBasket, making a huge role. How is this for you?
You know, really, first of all, I'm going to enjoy this tonight. I'm not going to think about Spain or. For us, it's the next game, and you know, it's the next game. We'll have a day off tomorrow. We'll get back to work on Thursday, and we're going to enjoy the situation. You know, we've said from day one we want to compete and we want to enjoy. It's an unbelievable situation for our players to play on their home soil in front of their fans and win games and get to the semifinals. We're still in that next game mentality, enjoyment mentality.
Yeah, I think for me it's it's really cool to play here. Obviously it's at home for me, so you know, you got to take advantage of those opportunities and really enjoy your time out there, because you know, you never know when it might happen again. So you know, I'm really thankful that I got the opportunity, and you know, want to make the most out of it.
Thank you. 2 more questions in English.
Coach, you were asked about offense. You mentioned talent. I would like to ask you about defense and ask you if there are any elements of your plan that you could share with us.
You know, we've played some really talented players. You know, we've played Slovenia, Lithuania, France, and now Greece. We played some really talented players and some really talented teams. Tonight, you know, we just wanted to fix some things we didn't do that well in the first half. But it was the players who came out with an aggressive mentality, and like I said, they came out on a mission. I could have stayed in the locker room and the same thing would have happened.
Thank you. Next question over there.
Coach, 6 weeks ago you said in an interview that if you had a big win, you would celebrate with a glass of wine. You said you will have a good night tonight, so how big will this glass be?
Oh, boy. I know one thing, I'm not giving my credit card to the players. Yeah. No, actually, I prefer a cold beer right now. Yeah, Dennis wanted my credit card. I said, hey, I've been divorced 3 times. You're not going to like the limit on it.
Thank you. Do we have a couple of questions in German, or is it in English? Is it in German? Then we can take questions in.
Franz, eine Frage an dich. Wie lief das ab mit dem grünen Licht? Wann wusstest du, dass du spielen kannst? Haben die Orlando Magic da auch noch ein Wörtchen mitgeredet? Und wann kam das Okay aus Florida dann?
Na, wir haben ja ein paar Leute hier aus Florida, von daher habe ich eng mit denen zusammengearbeitet. Wir haben heute beim Shootaround geguckt, was ich machen kann, ein paar Tests durchgeführt in dem Sinne und hat sich alles gut angefühlt. Und dann haben wir gesagt, dass wir, wenn es sich gut anfühlt, haben wir schon davor gesagt, dass wir es auf jeden Fall probieren. Dann hat sich auch keine Probleme im Spiel.
Thank you. One question in the back first.
Auch für Franz. Du bist immer noch gerade erst 21 und jeder, normale 21-Jährige wäre wahrscheinlich total nervös vor so einem Spiel gegen Giannis und vor der Heimkulisse, Viertelfinale. Bei dir sieht man überhaupt nichts davon. Ist das nur äußerlich so oder auch innerlich überhaupt keine Nervosität da bei so einem Spiel?
Ich glaube, jeder Spieler ist noch immer ein bisschen nervös, egal wie oft man spielt, wie viel man spielt. Ich glaube, das gehört einfach dazu. Ist auch so eine gute Nervosität natürlich. Aber wie ich gerade schon gesagt habe, ich möchte eigentlich nur jeden Moment da draußen genießen und dann kommt das Spiel eigentlich so von alleine. Jedes Spiel ist ein bisschen anders. Aber wenn man im Moment bleibt, glaube ich, dann macht alles ein bisschen mehr Spaß. Und das ist eigentlich so mein größter Fokus, dass ich in dem Moment nicht zu viel über diese ganzen anderen Sachen nachdenke, sondern einfach probiere, Spaß zu haben.
Thank you. Another one there.
So, eine Frage an Franz. Coach hat es eben schon ausgeschlossen, die Sache mit der Kreditkarte. Wenn er es doch gemacht hätte, wenn er es doch tun würde, würdest du es überhaupt annehmen oder würdest du doch im Hotelzimmer bleiben und eine Apfelsaftschorle trinken?
Genau, ich würde auf jeden Fall nur Apfelsaft trinken. Nein, ich glaube, wir können natürlich jetzt den Sieg genießen, aber das ist auch nur heute und dann ist, glaube ich, sehr wichtig, dass wir morgen das Spiel ein bisschen vergessen. Und dann weiterschauen. Wir wollen das nächste Spiel auch gewinnen. Von daher ist es sehr wichtig, dass wir die paar Tage jetzt nutzen.
Thank you. And we can take one final question here.
Auch an Franz. Coach Itoudis hat gerade das Commitment der deutschen Spieler gelobt und sie als Beispiel genannt. Er sagte, Franz hat sich eine Spritze geben lassen, um spielen zu können. Das zeigt, was er für ein Commitment hat. Ist er da richtig informiert?
Nee, wir haben Treatment gemacht. Wir haben auch wirklich viel gemacht, die paar Tage, dass es sich gut anfühlt. Aber ja, also außer mir ist irgendwas im Schlaf passiert. Also ich weiß davon nichts. Von daher, wir haben gute Arbeit gemacht, fand ich. Und es ist natürlich auch super für mich, dass wir so viele Leute haben, die richtig Ahnung haben und mit uns Spielern gut arbeiten.
Thank you. Danke is getting late. I think we're going to let Coach have his cold beer and Franz recover. So thank you, everyone. This concludes this press conference.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.